Hey, y'all want to throw one more topic in here? I was thinking about something earlier because Damian Lillard has been going crazy the past couple games, and I was talking to my little brother who's a huge Damian Lillard fan, Percy. I know.
Good
Uh,
job.
so realistically, I think Damian Lillard might be one of the 5 NBA players that I can think of off my head who can win you a game. Just like based off their production, they can win you a game. And I think uh,
Name the other 5.
that's Giannis, that's Braun, that's Kawhi, that's Damian Lillard, and I struggle so much with the 5th person.
You could say Luca.
I'm not gonna say Luka.
I think
watched
he can
pretty game.
win a game. I'm not convinced he can win you one.
Yeah,
Okay.
At least looking at numbers.
yeah. I
Harden?
can't say Harden either.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen Harden put up a lot of points and it doesn't equate to a win.
But he's also put up a lot of points, and it did equate to wins.
Yeah, but I've also seen you do it enough where you haven't. If LeBron scores 50, it's in a win for the most part. The only time it was not in a win is against Golden State when they had Kevin Durant.
Did you say Curry?
I thought about Curry. I think he can win you a game.
Curry
Yeah,
also,
I think Curry too.
Yeah, Curry definitely can win you a game.
Yeah, because it just shifts everything else if he's going for 50. Because everybody else is open there.
Technically, Klay Thompson can also win you a game because he's done it many times.
oh yeah. In like, maybe this isn't. Maybe it's just like what I've seen, and maybe it's just a playoff thing. I feel like Klay is more consistent than Curry. And I think it's more of a style thing than anything. Because like
Exactly.
Curry will like occasionally pull up from like half court. Like he'll tend to make those, but like if you're doing that, there's also a tendency like if you're cold, he's gonna like I've seen him. He'll go really really cold like shooting in a way that like Klay doesn't really.
I've been on a bandwagon, not a bandwagon, because there's no bandwagon. I've always thought that Klay Thompson's a better basketball player than Steph Curry, like always.
Yeah, overall, I'll give you that.
Yeah, so like overall, he's a better basketball player than Steph Curry. And Steph Curry's best attribute is shooting, and you could argue easily that Klay Thompson's just as good, if not better shooter than Steph Curry is. So I've always thought that. So I do think that if Steph Curry can win you a game, which he's, we all remember that Knick game. What was that? 6 years ago now, I guess. Like that
he was goose runaway.
Dude, when he was cooking, like it was 2014. It was a Knick year where he destroyed the Knicks, dropped like 50-some points. That year when he crossed up Chris Paul, like Steph Curry was killing. So like Steph Curry's won, and they're on the same team. And Klay Thompson also won. I will say Paul George is definitely not one.
At all.
You adamant. You're very adamant. You upset OKC fan. Gotcha.
He could have played defense. He didn't. He did. Damian Lillard was busting his ass for that range all series. I don't know.
Can CJ?
No.
Can Westbrook?
No. That's the triple double king. We witnessed that season.
They made playoffs. They made the playoffs though.
Yeah, that's because that was a solid-ish team. Like he did do a lot of driving, but
that was a solid-ish team. But this made average.
It was a solid-ish team. If you go past him, Steven Adams, maybe Dennis Schroeder. Who else? Who else did they have?
Wait, are you saying they weren't or they were solid?
Oh no, they were solid.
They were solid.
They were a solid team. They weren't like a good team or anything. Like they had.
In fairness, though, I feel like even like if we're talking about dudes who can win you a game, gotta remember that like if the rest of the team does nothing, it doesn't matter how good you score, you're not winning. So like for the sake of this, I'm assuming that the team around them is at least playing mediocre basketball. In which case, I would argue that Westbrook can probably win you games.
I would say because Westbrook can win you games but if Westbrook can win you games, James Harden could also win you games.
And I don't think James Harden can win you games realistically.
See, I do, but
especially like big games. Like
okay, no. You change the criteria up. So you change the criteria.
A game is a game, right?
West, yes, but that's like, but he can't win you. He might win you 45 games, but all of a sudden he can't win you 3 games. So 3 games that he can't win you outweigh the 45 games.
If we try to win a championship,
I mean,
we have to move the goalpost. If the goalpost isn't just winning the championship, because realistically, if the goalpost is always winning the championship every season that you don't win does not matter. So I guess we got to make those criteria up front to have this conversation. But
you also said that your argument was that Russell Westbrook had a solid team, but Steph Curry's on the list, and Steph Curry had a great team.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
y'all put Steph Curry on that list. I was struggling. Y'all said Steph.
Oh, there's no way you should be able to struggle with that. Like, Steph Curry was.
I mean, if we're saying like, because the team has to at least play mediocre basketball. With Curry, the reason I would assume it'd be hard to say it because his team is great is your team is playing good to great basketball night in and night out. If he has a bad night, it doesn't really matter. If he has an amazing night, it probably doesn't matter that much either. If you're being completely honest, it helps. It makes everything much easier. But if you take those Warriors teams, they're still good teams. It's the same thing if you're talking about Michael Jordan. You take Michael Jordan off those Bulls are still a good basketball team.
For one season.
That's all we needed.
So, what's your point?
I mean, I don't want to get into that. But, okay, so there are a couple of debatable ones. I think I know, but there are a couple of debatable ones. Who else? Jimmy Butler's not on that list.
I don't even know why you brought Jimmy Butler up, to be honest with you.
Dude, me personally, Jimmy Butler is one of the most overrated players in the NBA, and TJ Warren's going to cook him tonight. But, first of all, never mind. I'm about to clown TJ Warren for his braids. But, bro, braids got no hang time, bro. That's nuts. But Jimmy Butler, people do consider Jimmy Butler a really good player. I just think if you want to win a championship, Jimmy Butler's got to be your 3rd best player. But people like Jimmy Butler because he has heart, tenacity.
Let's be his energy is entertaining, and it's nice to see somebody who cares like that. I mean, that's why people like him. But I mean, even if let's be real though, even if he's your 3rd best player, that's still a pretty good team. It's gonna be a pretty good team.
Oh, if he's your 3rd best player, you're winning a championship. If he's your number 1st or 2nd best player, you're not winning a championship.
I mean, there aren't you get to him, and if there's an argument that he's the cutoff between them dudes who are good but not great, and them dudes that are actually if he's your 3rd best player, you've got Hall of Famers on your team.
Yeah, for sure. In my head, I've always thought about it as Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Jimmy Butler essentially play very similar games. Essentially, 3-and-D guys who can shoot a mid-range jump shot. But Kawhi is the number 1 person. He can be the best player on your team. You're gonna win a championship. You give an opportunity to win a championship. Paul George can't be a number 1, but he can be a number 2, and you can win a championship. Jimmy Butler can't even be number 2. Jimmy Butler has got to be your number 3 person to win a championship. It's Kawhi is Target, Paul George is Walmart, and then Jimmy Butler's Aldi? Hobby Lobby?
I mean,
so what is LeBron then? If you call in Paul, who's Walmart?
Paul George.
I know this ain't got nothing to do with nobody, but since you give him players stores, these aren't even good stores.
Paul George is Walmart, while Kawhi is Target, right? In terms of just nice, efficient, kind of just I don't know. It's
okay, just I got it. LeBron is Publix.
It's what?
Great customer
LeBron
service.
is Publix.
I don't even know what that is. But I don't know what that is. But my mind, LeBron's Trader Joe's. You know what I mean? Like LeBron.
I don't know what Trader Joe's. Well, I've heard of Trader Joe's. I've never
Just
seen
region
one.
stuff, I guess.
person.
Just region stuff, I guess.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
LeBron's the tip. Prime LeBron is tippity top. Like he's the best of the best of the best. But like they essentially all those guys play the exact same. But Jimmy Butler's at the very bottom. Jimmy Butler's at the very very bottom, and like there's no way he can be a top 2 player. I mean, Paul George already proved he can't be number 1 with being in Indiana, right? But like
those are some good Indiana teams, though.
But unfortunately, they ran into
LeBron.
They're into a dynasty, which is what it is. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember watching that dunk that he had on Chris Anderson live.
Boy,
I was at my grandma's house.
That had me standing up. I was lit.
Oh, we had the whole house standing up. Like that was nuts. Like Paul George was always really, really good, but he was never great. Like I don't know. I feel like I could just live with Paul George scoring a lot of points and feel like my team still has a chance to win. You know what I mean? Like he's really, really good, but like he won't be top 50 all time.
I mean, that's a harder and harder list to get into.
Right.
Oh yeah, he not getting in it. Jimmy Butler not getting in top 100. So. Yeah, I don't like that, man.
But we're talking about people who can win you a game. I don't think Jokic can win you a game. And I don't his game, but
give him a couple years. I guarantee he will, though.
Nah, you know who's gonna be winning the game?
So,
Michael
I feel like the issue.
Son.
He might.
Who?
Michael Porter Jr. gonna be winning the games in a couple seasons, bro.
Michael Porter Jr. So nice.